on up to the
Fortunate.
stage.
Your name so he can introduce you.
What is your name? Saraton? Saraton, here is the microphone.
Fantastic. Do a proper introduction.
He took the microphone, so.
Everyone give a round of applause for Saraton!
How's it going, everyone?
Good.
Fantastic. Before I get into my story, I just want to say one thing. I'm being twice entertained in this panel. The first is to watch the people who are up here perform. And then the second, if you haven't noticed already, is to watch Alkali watch people up here perform. The facial expressions are priceless. But for my story, I thought I'd tell you something about the time that I thought I was going to die, because people enjoy it when murder is almost involved. I was a college student, and I was going to OhioCon, and I live in Green Bay, so it's about an 8 to 9 hour drive, and it's pretty long. And we decided that we want to get there really, really early, so we leave at about midnight to get there, and I'm exhausted. It's after midterm, so I decided to take a nap in the back and then drive later. And then suddenly I wake up, and I thought, oh my god, did I fall asleep in where the car was? No, it's still dark. And we're getting gas. We're at a gas station. I'm like, oh, well, all right. And I asked, like, hey, where are we? And it's like, oh, we're in Chicago. And got a little nervous about that, because whenever you go to something and you have to go through Chicago, usually you either fill up before or after Chicago, with the main purpose being so you don't have to stop in Chicago. But that's all right. Nothing wrong with Chicago. And we get out, we stretch our legs, and then looking around, and I've watched movies, and I've seen TV, and I know from that, and only from that, that usually there's about 3 red flags when it comes to if you're in a bad neighborhood. If there is a liquor store, if there is a bail bonds place, and if there is a check cashing place. Any one of those, and you think, I might be someone not good. When all 3 of those are on the same street, you might have a problem. 2 of them were in the same store.
Gary!
So I'm like, no, we're not Gary in here. So I'm looking around, and it's like, where the hell are we? And finally we figure out where it's like, oh, I guess we're in Southside Chicago. And that's bad in itself. But let me rewind a little bit. When we're going to this anime con, I thought it would be hilarious if I did my cosplay during the trip. So it's now 3 a.m., Southside Chicago. I am dressed as Inuyasha. Bright red kimono, long white wig with dog ears, bangs, and pointy fingernails for claws. I'm just one big red target right now in this gas station. So our friend comes back, and I'm like, can we like go anywhere else, please? Can we just like go? It's like, no, we already paid for the glass, or paid for the gas. Hey, by the way, the guy's behind bulletproof glass. Isn't that interesting? Great. Can I come back there with him? It's good to know that if something goes down here at the gas station attendant's going to be fine. So 5 college-age, nerdy-ass people are filling up gas in the south side of Chicago, and we know there's 5 gentlemen sitting kind of on the street looking at us, well, looking at me, because naturally, big red kimono, and they start coming over, and I'm like, oh, great, this is where I'm going to die. And it's going to be the weirdest newspaper headline ever. Weird guy gets killed in the gas station. Experts are baffled. And one of my friends who's actually filling out goes, hey, maybe it's not going to be that bad. Maybe they just, I don't know, need to ask for directions. Like, oh yeah, no. I watch Law & Order Special Victims Unit. That's how it always starts. Just some guys going for directions. I'm glad it can be the source content for a future episode of my favorite show. But they come up and they just look at me up and down, look at the rest of our crew up and down. I'm just thankful that I couldn't hold my wallet in my clothes. And they go, yo man, what are you? What you is? I'm like, I'm Inuyasha. What the hell is Inuyasha? And what turned to be the most, probably dangerous experience of my life was the most surreal one as we explained for about 15 to 20 minutes to these gangbangers about the concepts of anime and what Inuyasha is, and the worst part is they were in trust. So we actually managed to get the gas and get out, but as I was leaving and when we finally got to the con, I'm like, kind of missed an opportunity. Like, it would have been horrible if I got killed there. But wouldn't the urban legend be fantastic? They would have it on like Ghost Hunters, like Southside Chicago gas station, mysteriously haunted by ancient Japanese demons. I'm Sarah, and that's my story. Thank you very much.